Hi guys, Freddy here. Welcome back to the desktop for another retro RPG. And this week I would like to present this, the Angel Roleplaying Game by Eden Studios in 2003. Now this game uses the Unisystem, so uses the same rule system as All Flesh Must Be Eaten, which I've featured on Retro RPG before. It, funny enough, uses the same rule system as the Buffy role-playing game. Now, this introduces something of the period that I really didn't like, that you would have linked TV series, but you would have different role-playing games for each. So there was an Angel role-playing game, a Buffy role-playing game. It's as if you went out and there was a Star Trek role-playing game, a Star Trek Next Gen role-playing game, a Star Trek Deep Space Nine role-playing game, a Star Trek Voyager role-playing game, a Star Trek Discovery role-playing game. That's not really what you want. You want one game where you can use it in any time period, in any setting. However, that said, I will admit that I'm partially wrong in this case, because the Angel role-playing game does actually feature a couple of things the Buffy one doesn't. One of these is the ability or rules for your group to basically have a base. In the Buffy role-playing game, the heroes will gather at somebody's house or whatever, and that'll be their base for operating out of. In Angel, they'll have offices or the hotel like Angel has from the third season onwards. Somewhere the group can come together, where they'll have resources, where they can chain a demon up and torture him, where they've got a library, where they've got whatever. And these rules are introduced in this game, which aren't in the Buffy one. So that's a plus, and it plays up to the benefits of Angel over Buffy, which was Buffy was obviously more about a bunch of kids going out and fighting demons, whereas Angel's about angel investigations and the people involved with that. Now, to admit, I much preferred Angel as a TV series, but I have not played this game. I've played a couple of sessions of the Buffy game, obviously the same rules, so it shouldn't be that different, but I haven't played Angel. But as I said, I much preferred the TV series. I like the darker, more mature tone of it. Not to say I didn't like Buffy. I absolutely adored Buffy, but Angel was my preferred series. But I've yattered on for a couple of minutes already. Let's have a look at the back cover. Bright eyes, beautiful people, and broken promises fill fabulous parties in elegant conference rooms. Loneliness, despair, and hunger haunt city streets and tenement apartments. In Los Angeles, the facade makes the heartache all the more bitter. Worse still, the shadows hide more than human misery. Vampires stalk alleys and boardrooms, demons linger over murders and plan conquests, evil lawyers cover tracks, set up schemes and bring expensive brainpower to the diabolical. Over it all, the end of existence looms. How can one person stand up for the helpless while warding off the apocalypse? Now, I really cannot read that. Angel, it's all the same thing. You fight the good fight, whichever way you can. You heard the man, time to join the struggle. Inside this gorgeous tome, we'll show you how. Here you will find an introduction to the role-playing and the Angelverse, a guide to character creation including pre-constructed champions and investigators, as well as the entire Angel Investigations cast for your quick play pleasure. The Angel Unisystem, streamlined for cinematic action and adventure, but detailed enough for the hardcore. A rundown on the not-so-normal abilities, from magic and psychic arts to demon abilities and supernatural powers. Rules for creating special organizations, from law firms to detective agencies to hunter societies and more. A guide to people and places of the City of Angels. Or City of Angel, sorry. An overview of the wicked, including vampires, demons, zombie cops, and other malicious miscreants. Blah blah blah, instructions for creating Angel role-playing episodes, seasons, and series. A complete episode to start the investigating right away. Eden Studios, written by CJ Corella, who has obviously done a lot of other things, mainly for Palladium, but has some very interesting Eden Studios products as well. The complete episode to start the investigating right away, I have to tell you, is a bit of a lie. because upon reading up on this, it's a part of an adventure which the rest of it's published with the GM screen. So they've kind of sold you the same thing twice if you buy the GM screen. And if you buy the GM screen and run that adventure, you've got to be aware that the players will have the first section of it already in their rulebooks. But let's start having a flick through. And as I said, I haven't played this version, so I can't go through it in too much detail. We've got obviously lovely colour plates here. 2003, so DTP is well underway, and they've been allowed to use all the photography and frames from the TV series, so this looks very nice. So we've got some detailing of how a role-playing game fits in, so what the game is, what the characters are, the director, so basically the games master, getting started, what game sessions are, the Buffy the television series role-playing game, summary of chapters, talking about gender, the Angelverse cosmology, previously on Angel. So it goes through episode by episode, or season by season, detailing what happened. So we've got season 1, season 2, on to season 3. Have I skipped season 4, or was it published before that? And it ends there. And then we've got chosen champions. So we've got the casting call, explaining what the character sheet is, going through what type of characters there are, so champions, investigators, and veterans, what attributes are and how you buy them, what they are, strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, perception, willpower, attribute bonuses, so your life points. We've got qualities and drawbacks, so big lists of advantages and disadvantages. So we've got addiction, acute impaired senses, brainiac, attractiveness, athlete, whether you're a cop or a detective, whether you're a bit of a clown, whether you're a half demon or a full demon, a demon hunter, an ex-watcher, whether you're honourable, whether you're hard to kill, just lots and lots here. A cult investigator there. Rank, so whether you're a rookie cop up to a general. Resources, whether you've got secrets. Vampire is a 12 or 15 point quality. How to create demons and supernatural characters. So you've got the different abilities, so whether they're aged, whether they've got antisocial impulses. Iron Mind, whether they can be invisible or whether they're immortal. Psychometry, supernatural attacks, regeneration, just lots and lots of things to make up your demon. We've got some sample demons here. Then we're into the skills section. So whether you're good at computers or you're a doctor, whether you get medieval on people's asses, whether you're good at languages, just lots of skills there. And then we're into the archetypes. So the archetypes we're presented with is the apt pupil, who's a bit of a Jessica Jones type. You've been enslaved by a sorcerer or whatever who controlled your mind, and you bust free by probably killing them or escaping, and they're hunting for you. But you've gained some of their talents. Barbarian Queen, so you're a human from another world where there's a more feudal or primitive society. Barrio Defender, so you're a street thug. You're used to defending your the families in your neighborhood. A crusading biker, so a bit like the guardian angels in New York who used to protect the trains. I don't know if they still exist. A demonic investigator. A demon gangster. A former cultist. A psychic supermodel. Apparently you took demon-tainted diet pills which gave you superpowers. Pyro Girl, a reformed assassin, a rogue demon hunter. Now, I was amused at this one because it's based on a stupid comment that Wesley makes in one episode when he's kind of introduced. He describes himself as a rogue demon hunter. And people are like, what's a rogue demon? Well, this is a rogue demon. He's a demon who goes out and hunts other demons, so he's a rogue demon hunter. They've actually taken a throwaway joke from the TV series and then made it into a character archetype. I like that. That's really good. Undead champion, so you can be a bit of an angel. And then we've got the character ones for the TV series. We've got Angel, we've got Cordelia, we've got Wesley, we've got Charles Gunn, we've got Winifred Burkle, Lorne, Doyle, Kate Lockley, Connor, and the Gruselug. And then it goes through each of the characters by season. So you can see in season 1 what skills they gain, what adjustments they get, where, you know, they're based out of different places. So Angel, Cordelia, Wesley, Gunn, Fred, Lorne, Doyle, who, funny enough, will be cut short because he dies at the end of season 1, or not even at the end. Kate, Connor, and the Gruselug. So alterations for where through the series you are. If you're in season 1, they're obviously going to be weaker. By season 3, they're far more powerful, and they have Wolfram Heart by season 4. So we go through how to run a game. So we've got the rules, what basics are, success levels, resisted actions, modifiers, how to roll on ability scores, you know, movement and jumping, the usual sort of stuff. Combat and how to break it down, keep it lively. Combat maneuvers. So if you want to do a whirling sword or throw a weapon, there's separate rules in here. It kind of details it all to keep it cinematic, which again is a good thing. How much does it hurt? So different wounds, weapon descriptions, armor, breaking stuff, driving around in chases, plot twists, heroic actions, using experience points. So it's just kind of detailing all the elements of running a game of Angel. Sample combat, the arcane, so obviously there's magic in the Buffyverse and the Angelverse, so this explains how spellcasting works. Some sample spells in there. Organizations, cabals, covens, and agencies, so how you create them, the rules for those. Again, very nice. What have we got here? Some sample ones. We've got the City of Angel, so it goes through what Los Angeles is like, some history of it, landmarks. I'm trying to skip through all these people to see, so some random citizens, you know, people to buy weapons off of, magical stuff. Various monsters, how to create them, different rules for different monsters, because usually you won't be seeing the same monsters over and over again. You'll be going up against different ones. So we've got rules for Drusilla in there, and other vampires, various types of demons, demon thugs, bracken demons. Really trying to skip through all this fairly quickly, but it's very useful stuff. Obviously, if you just need a goon, so Wolfram Heart, the big legal agency out of Angel, there's a goon. That's what their security guards are like. If you need stats, there you go. Very useful. Some Wolfram Heart lawyers. Details how to break down adventures into episode, season, and drama. So basically, it's basing itself after the TV series, and it mentions, I actually, it doesn't mention in this section, I'm thinking of somewhere else, but it mentions how you should have the start of the season as something interesting and you need to be building up to the finale. Although you can have one-off stories, each season should have an overarching theme, so maybe everybody's out for revenge in one season. This particular section is talking about the bits that you can change. So obviously Angel is set in Los Angeles, but you have Angel Investigations already there. So do you want to have your players alongside Angel Investigations, or are you going to take Angel away? So there's gaps in the series where he's out of the city, and obviously we don't really know what happens at the end of the series. So are your heroes covering while they're not there? Or perhaps you're changing it. Maybe you're swapping to another city. Maybe you're doing it past in the history. Perhaps you're the 1980s version of Angel. So we've got alternate versions. So the original cast just never exist. Whether you're basing it in a different city, whether you're heading out of town all the time, whether you're in a different dimension, different time periods. Cast options, so a gathering of champions, or whether you want to have one champion with lots of sidekicks, or a bunch of investigators. Just lots of different ideas for role-playing in the universe that Angel has made up. And then we're getting towards the end, where it's got some adventure ideas. There we are, the bit that I was talking about. Tonight, a very special Angel. It's got the season premieres, where it's talking about setting things up, and season finales where everything will come to an end for that season. You might have a few things leading over to the next, but you're going to face the big bad monster and the themes of the season are going to be done with. And then we're into the adventure. The sample adventure, which as I said is part of one which was given away with the Games Master screen. And we've got The Lingo, a guide to Angel Speak, with some sample quotes out of the series. So you can speak in the style of the TV series. And at the very end here we've got some unisystem conversion notes. So if you want to have zombies out of All Flesh Must Be Eaten, or Armageddon, or Role-Playing Game of Intelligent Apes, Terra Primate, you can include things. There's obviously some changes. The skill names, for example, are slightly different, but it goes through that and roughly how to convert between them. And a glossary, and the index. And we've got a character sheet at the very end. There we go. And an advert for the Buffy role-playing game. Now you can join the Slayer's world. And that's the Angel role-playing game. It's something I like a lot. It's very well done. I understand it won awards in its year of release as Role-Playing Game of the Year, and I can definitely understand that. This is a well put together game which takes the ideas of the TV series and really runs with them, plus giving you a bunch of ideas about taking that somewhere else, so you're not just role-playing around Angel. You are role-playing as a group of heroes doing a very similar thing, but in New York or Chicago or wherever. Or Glasgow. What the hell? Why not? Anyway, thank you very, very much for watching, as always. Please like and subscribe if you like what I'm doing, but most of all, you look after yourselves. And I'll catch you later. Bye.